And a very good Sunday afternoon to everyone, and welcome inside the Golf Club 2. I am Coaster Royalty, and so glad you could join us here on this very beautiful Sunday afternoon in West Virginia for a little bit of course hopping. I've been away from the game here for the past couple days and wanted to get on and play. I did get a chance to play my TGC rounds this week, and was able to, on my first week in the European Tour on an exemption, I shot well enough to make it to the PGA Tour under an exemption, even though I thought I played extremely horrible. I had like 4 bogeys in the 4 rounds that I played, and I didn't really think I had a chance, but I just squeaked in there at minus 36 and was in the top 12, so I'm going to be able to get an exemption to the PGA Tour next week, and so my goal is to be able to make the cut on that tour and hopefully, just hopefully, get a chance to be on that tour for a while. I'd like to do that. I got some of my friends, including the guy I play with on the course hopping all the time, and Darren Fairhurst is on the PGA, so I get a chance to join him this week. I can't wait for that. So really looking forward to the TGC next week, as I believe the course is Quail Hollow. Very, very difficult course, so we'll be looking forward to playing some practice rounds on that this week as well. If you just joined us in the Twitch stream, welcome in. You're watching Course Hopping. I'm, of course, Coaster Royalty. We're just going to be playing a couple courses here on this Sunday afternoon. I got a little bored and needed to get some videos up on my YouTube, so said why not. And today we're going to play a course that one of our friends that plays with us quite often and is a course designer of many courses, Zach, created, and I know this has been a while ago, but he created the Black Sand Golf Club. And believe it or not, it's one of the courses that I haven't played. So I thought, well, we'll go ahead and give it a run here this afternoon. So we're playing the Black Sand Golf Club out of Hawaii by Z the G, that is Zach. Who creates this course and has created a lot of great courses here on the Golf Club 2. So we'll go ahead and click New Round. You can see we have normal fairways. Greens are firm and the medium green speed as well. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Cannot wait to see what the next week brings in regards to the Golf Club. I'm really looking forward to, of course, the new Golf Club 2019, as I believe all of us are. So we'll go ahead and play the blue tees here, the first pin set like we always do on course hopping. And we'll get the round started. Hope everyone's having a great day. If you have any comments or course recommendations, go ahead and put it there in the Twitch chat. Be happy to have a conversation with you and talk about whatever you'd like to talk about, whether it be sports, whether it be whatever it is. We'll read your comment on the air and we'll get started. I have changed the colors of my clubs. I, of course, am playing the tour clubs now. And also went ahead and put a new outfit on because I got tired of the old outfits that I had been wearing all the way back to the time that we were doing the Ryder Cup. So should be interesting. All right, so once again, playing the Black Sand Golf Club here out of Hawaii from Zach. Got lots of wind here to start off with. A par 4, 448 yards. It's the first time I've swung a club, and it's been a while, so how you doing, Darren? I saw you get online there. I just mentioned your name a minute ago and said how excited I am about getting to be up on the Big Boys League, the PGA Tour next week. So I got a chance to play with you next week. So really looking forward to that. It's amazing. It's crazy. I didn't think I was actually good enough in this game to actually play on the big tours, but I have played so well as of late. Although I will say that the last 2 rounds in my European Tour last week, I shot 10 under, which is what got me there in the 4th round, but I was swinging everywhere. I was not hitting the green. I was not hitting the fairways. I luckily chipped in a few times, so I'm hoping to get my swing back here. That's what these few rounds are going to be for today. Right off the bat, we pull it. So that's what I was doing. I got to figure out why I'm pulling the ball so poorly as of late. Still going to be in the fairway, but it's not a great looking shot.
Nice. And you were about 150 yards on the pin, I'd say.
Tight fairways and firm, fast, but scoreable course. Yeah, Quail Hollow. I'm going to give that a run in some practice rounds here this week, Darren, before I actually play the course. I want to make sure that I see exactly what it's like and I know some people don't like to do that, but for some reason, ever since I got back into the TGC Tours, I have done that each week, and I have been successful every single time. Like this last time, I played the course that we were doing for the European Tour, and I played it, and I shot like 13 under. Now, I never got a chance to shoot 13 under again, but I shot 10 under, 9 under, 7 under, 10 under, which got me to there where I needed to be. So I was really good. I mean, I think because I had an idea of where I needed to hit the ball on certain, because there were a couple times where when I was in the actual event, I hit the ball down the middle of the fairway, but then it kicked right into the rough. So I remembered, and then sometimes I didn't remember, unfortunately. So I don't want to get to the point where I write things down because then I act like this is a job, and this is definitely not a job. So, but I'm definitely going to try and at least make the cut this week so I can try and stay on the PGA. All right, we've got 155 yards. It is playing, let's see, 153. We're going to have the 3 yards of roll. So it's playing about 150 with an 8-iron. It's not going to be that much roll, but we're going to give it that anyway. 150 with the 9-mile-an-hour wind. So this might just be the right club. We shall see. 11-mile-an-hour wind. That's really kicking it. Yeah, still got the fast. Still a little bit of a pull there. Yeah, that wind really took that ball. Get up. All right. Not too bad for our first iron shot of the day. Darren said it's knowing where to place the ball at some of the places on the greens. Leave a horrid slope. Yeah, and that's one thing everyone knows that I'm not the greatest at. Putting is not my game. I try to get as close to the pin as I possibly can because I'm not a great putter on this game. I usually rush my putts a little bit, so really that's something I have to work on if I want to stay on that tour for sure. All right, green speeds are 151, so not overly fast here on this course. Do have a new putter head out. Just wanted to get something a little bit different now that I'm on the new tour. New pink shoes. Ooh, too much. All right. Too much. All right, so we'll start the day off with a par. From there, we'll move on to the second hole. It looks like a par 4. It is stroke index of 13. 15-mile-an-hour winds, my goodness sakes. But not rocking the +4. Yeah, well, yeah, I was hoping I'd get to play with you something this weekend, Darren, but I was pretty busy. I didn't even get on the PS4 yesterday, so I'm sure I'll play with you some this week during the week like always. Come home after school. All right. 325. Oh, is that? Can I get up there? I don't know. 13-mile-an-hour wind. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Get up, ball. Get up. Wow. All right. Just not swinging right now with these clubs. I was on with Jack earlier, which was nice. Just missed playing a few rounds with him. Yeah, he's always been asking if we could, because he's wanting to play a lot of our course hopping rounds with us. So I told him anytime that we're on. But the problem is with that during the week is he doesn't get off till late, and by that time it's time for bed over in the UK. So it's kind of hard for him because he doesn't get off at 3:30 like I do. All right, we're in the heavy rough at 35. So I wonder if I can get away with it. We shall see. Man, that really checked up out there. I expected it to get a little bit of a roll. There's the bird. We'll take that after a couple poor shots.
Okay, 1 under for the round.
That's what you got to do on this game, though. You got to scramble when you don't hit the ball where you want to. Plus, the wind is really kicking up on this course, so it's not easy for sure. I like the bunker work here that Zach has done on this course so far. Really like it. It's the idea of the black sand. The name of the course, of course. All right. Let's see, 13 feet down, so it's playing 183. About 180. Then add in the 12, it's playing about one. I'm going to say that might be the right club. Yeah, let's knock some off the 5-iron here. Not a lot. The wind's really going to push this around, I'm feeling. That's a better swing.
This is looking like it's going to get rough.
Oh, man, I played that way too far, though. Give me a kick. All right. I'll probably stream my first round tomorrow, so maybe worth a watch for some help. Yeah, I'm actually probably, Darren, what I'm going to do is once you play your round, I will probably place yours into my Ghost and see what it's like. I've never done that, but I might do that for a practice round. How you doing, Kieran? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a good weekend. Ah, man, that came out there ugly. Sit. All right.
Very nice. Okay, let's see if you can save par here.
All right. Save par after that, after that errant
I think you know that. But,
shot off the tee box.
Those ones will drop. And that'll keep you at 1 under for the round.
I would, as it slows me down, which helps, as otherwise I fly through it and make mistakes. You know, I think that's what got me in my third round, Darren. I was playing so well, and then, of course, well, I had to rush. Remember, I told you I was leaving, and I knew I wouldn't be there Saturday, so I had to play my rounds Friday. And so I rushed a little bit, and I did. I made so many mistakes. Like putting, I mean, I 3-putted twice, which I rarely do. Because normally I will just try to get the ball up there close, but I had some nasty lies. And there were a couple pin placements on the European Tour last week that were very questionable. I mean, they were on apexes of hills that were very difficult. I'm not saying it was unfair. It was just they were in really odd and strange positions. All right, a par 5 is only playing 507 yards, so this is definitely an eagleable hole, depending on what the green looks like, especially with the wind at our back. Fast perfect there. If you just joined us in on the Twitch stream, welcome in. You are watching, of course, Course Hopping. I'm Costa Royalty, and here on this Sunday afternoon, just playing a few rounds of golf by myself. Got a little bored and wanted to get something done. I've got everything ready for the week for my work and all of that, so thought I'd get on here and play. Haven't played at all this weekend, so wanted to see what some of the courses were like. I've got a big list of about 50 courses that people have left me that I want to play, and some that I have had in my box for a very long time, like this one from one of my friends, Zach, that makes a lot of courses, Z to G, on the TGC2. So really looking forward to playing this course. And so far, so good. Really like it. I like the layout, and of course the black sand in the bunkers looks awesome. The wind, though, is not something I'm happy about, but it is what it is. It's golf. All right, so it's playing 10 feet, 369. We're playing at 191. 191. And okay, so we'll play. Yeah, okay. It's too much club there. Still pulling it, but that should be
This could be dirty.
decent. Get up. Man, that one came up way short. But the bounce off the forward hill there is luckily in the favor of the golfer.
I thought for sure you were heading for trouble on that last shot.
So with that, gets us up here to
Look at you.
another birdie opportunity, or excuse me, an eagle opportunity. Forgot this is a par 5. Interesting. These are the putts that really I struggle with. Left to right down hills. See more people coming into the stream. Welcome in. I'm Coaster Royalty, just playing some course hopping rounds here of courses that I've had backlogged on my list to play. Thought I'd get on here and stream for a little bit, just see how everybody's doing, see what everybody's doing in the chat. So if you have a comment or you want to have a course recommendation, go ahead and leave it down in the box below. I'll make sure and get to it sometime. Oh, man, that went way faster to the right than I thought it would. I must have been on...
This one's for
all right. Well, let's just at least get a birdie.
Nice.
And move on. George, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great weekend. I was telling Darren that I just earned an exemption to the PGA Tour, George, so I'm hot on the heels of you, if you want to say that. I know you're in the World Tour, but I got back into the golf game and have successfully, the past 3 weeks, gotten up to the PGA Tour. So looking forward to that. Hope all is well with you and your job and everything. I see that you're online playing soccer every once in a while, but I know how busy your new job and stuff's keeping you. All right, the black sand is really not too bad so far. -2 through 4 holes, but the wind is just outrageous. All right. The wind take that.
This one's looking good.
And there we go.
Okay, looking at...
All right. Let's see. Thank you, George. I appreciate it. Still using all the trips and things that you do, the putting and kind of all using the blocks and stuff. I still do that, so. All right. .179 is playing about 186. All right. I have the 179 club out. It's not going to be enough, obviously. The wind should push that back a little bit. And it did not push it back nearly as much as I thought. That's going to end up on the back bank. Come on, just come down off there a little bit. Ooh, come on. Come on, come off that bank. All right, it's going to leave a really nasty downhill putt. Not too bad, although this could be a double breaker. Turn. Yes, sir. All right.
3 under for the round.
We'll take that after not a great putt or a great entrance shot.
6th hole coming up.
Karen wants to know, what do I think? I'm guessing asking me, what do I think about Patrick Reed winning the Masters? I thought it was well deserved. I mean, he played extremely well over the course of the first 3 rounds, obviously. I mean, he kept it together on his 4th round. I mean, it would be really hard to do that when you know that if you keep looking at the scoreboard, which he says he wasn't, but, I mean, what golfer's not going to look at the scoreboard? And see that, you know, Jordan Spieth, who is, you know, obviously greatest golfer in the world right now, you know, with him just doing the unbelievable at the Masters in the final round, and having that pressure there, along with you trying to keep the lead and being able to do that. I mean, he clutch putted the entire week, which is why I think he deserved it. Because if you're putting like that, and you're able to score well at the Masters, then you should have the chance to win. So I'm happy for him. I mean, he's obviously a different character on the tour. He's the way he's got there and some of the things that he's done, and I know some people like him, some people don't. He's a rebel out there a little bit, but he is clutch, Mr. Clutch in regards to team games. So it's interesting. It's nice to see him win a major, and nice to see him win the Masters, just because he's pretty much well known for his team golf more than he is his individual golf. Yeah, George, so did I. I tell you what, I've been rooting for Ricky for, I don't know, a couple of years, 2 or 3 years, because he's just so close to winning, but he can't put 4 rounds together. Like, he'll do 2 rounds, like, unbelievably, or 3 rounds, but he never actually can get a full 4 rounds together. He always has that one round that kind of is the hiccup for him. Woo, Zach, look at this green. My goodness. That is going to be tough. Wow. Woo. All right. Well, all right. We'll see what we can do here. It's 155. It's playing 154. The wind is right there, so we'll knock it down just ever so slightly.
Heading for the green.
All right, now hit the slope and then roll down slowly to the green. There, or the pin. There we go. Now that's what we're talking about. That's a golf shot. Using that slope to our advantage.
Sweet approach shot.
And that will be able to. So that's what I'm talking about. That's the way I like to try and play. I really like to focus on my approach shots, so that way I don't have to worry as much about the putting, because I'm not great at the putting like George and those guys who can make putts from 30 feet if they screw up. But I can always score well if I hit shots like that. I'm not saying all my shots are that close, but if I can get it within 12 feet, normally I'm okay. All right, 14-mile-an-hour wind at my back to the southeast. All right, so it's playing about 201. It's playing even less than that because of the wind, so we're going to say it's playing, say 195-ish. Let's go ahead and let the wind do its job here. This could be real interesting. I'm just going to put it out there. Courses for me from Darren. Einstadt Foss Golf Clubber and the Chestnut. Someone had put in for me to play the Chestnut, I think. I think I will definitely do that. I will have to write these down here. Where did my pencil go? I'll actually, you know what? Twitch saves my chats now, so I'm able to hold on to that. I'll make sure I add those down, Darren. Maybe those are a couple courses. Oh, well, you've already played them, though. So I'll play them for sure. Hopefully you're giving me courses that will help me on the tour. I need firm, and fast, right? That's what you keep telling me. Hippy Skippy. All right, we're going to try this and see what happens. Did not play it. Played it too far to the left. All right, that's all right. Oh, it's going to roll back down the hill, though. Going to leave a nasty left to righter, I would say, with the putt.
Right, you're on the green. You've got a lot of work to do, but
yep.
You are on the green.
And in the shadows. It is uphill. 18 feet. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't hit it hard enough, dummy. That's right. They're not 171. They're 151.
Almost got that birdie. Maybe next time.
Right. It was the right speed, just didn't, or not the right speed. It was the right location, just didn't hit it.
4 under for the round.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's one of those shots there where, you want to try and get it close to his pin as possible, because that green was really difficult. All right. So down to a 8th hole, a par 5, 545 yards. So what are your plans for TGC 2019? Well, George, we've been talking about it. Darren and I have been discussing things, as well as Jack and Rich and some of the guys. And we do want to bring back the Galactic Shenanigans or something. We might change the name. We haven't really discussed anything like that, but we're really wanting to kind of do kind of the same things we were doing, but really integrate in, all kinds of different things. Like the skins game, I think would be so much fun to stream. We're going to do a stream every single night. We're going to have a schedule up where we're going to stream something every single night, whether it be course hopping with people who want to play. People sign up for that. We're going to have games, obviously the side games and all of that. We're going to pull in and have that streamed every single night. Just one thing at least being streamed one time a night. Now, the great thing about 2019 is, and George, you found this out too, with the fact that it's just so hard to keep up with doing everything and the time that it takes. What's great is because we're going to allow multiple administrators to the actual society. That's going to be so helpful, because then people can stream, people can update, people can do things when maybe I won't be able to do everything at once, especially when basketball season rolls around or whatever. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most. But I'm still skeptical about how things are going to work. So we want to see what all is going to be included in 2019. I'm hoping that the match play system works, because they said that you're even going to be able to do different types of tournaments and things inside of your society. So I'm looking forward to that too, because I think it would be a lot easier to do some of the things we were really wanting to do. So that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, see, Darren says the same thing about the admins. So that's what I mean. Seriously, it could be a whole lot of fun, and if we have multiple people, and I've already had all kinds of people agree to help, and I was going to get with you, George. I know I haven't really talked to you in a long time, and just I know how busy and stuff you were, and then you kind of had your own society after everything, and I just didn't know what was going on, but I mean, you helped build the original one, so I would love to have you involved if you're able to, if we ever, when we bring this one back. So, but then again, I know you're probably going to have your own as well, so definitely we'll be joining that for sure if you do bring back yours. Oh man, I thought I hit that one very fast.
Nice.
That's perfect though, it'll work. Yeah, we were talking about this the other day, George. I think with all the stuff that they're supposedly putting into this, including like name brand clothing and stuff, I guarantee you it's no longer going to be a $40 game. We're going to be paying the full price for this game, no doubt. The wind's not going to I'm not going to be able to get there. I am not going to be able to get there. I don't think. Not with the wind blowing like that. But you know what? It's a practice round, so who cares? Give her a shot anyway. Get up. Oh, man, it did get there. All right. Take that. Thought the wind might have more an effect on that one than it did. Oh, people still give me a lot of fuss about not having a lob wedge in my bag. I still don't carry a lob wedge. I like to have my my hybrid in there. So just because there's a lot of par threes where you need something like that, and so I don't keep the lob wedge. Sometimes I kind of wish I did, but in courses like this right now. But you know what? It is what it is, and I'm still being successful on these tours. So I think it's obviously all about the preference that you have. All right, I'm going to go ahead and flop this up there. Pretty good with the flop shot. But I don't want to flop it too much because it will roll back down this hill. So I got to be careful there. Whoa. There we go. Roll back a little bit. A little bit too much on that. Too much mustard on that flop,
right,
but it's better than what I expected it to be and turn out. All right, so really nice birdie there after a couple decent shots. George says he might get his society up and running, but no guarantees. Just too much work with such little time. Yeah, I completely understand, buddy. And that's why I say you're always more than welcome to be a part of ours. I mean, you always were, and we want that for sure. So, you're always going to have a place there. That is absolutely for sure. And definitely want someone who's on the world tour to be a part of it. That would be absolutely great. See some of your scores each and every week. I can't imagine how hard it is playing on the world tour. Darren says the problem is that sometimes there are too many societies to play in. To be fair, most of the time now I'm playing TGC and True Sim, and that takes up my time. Yeah, and that's the next thing. Think about how many of these great societies that were out there that have just closed. Even Ben. Ben's not doing it anymore either, and then that's just the way it always goes. People always say, well, it's always going to be around, but people don't. People lose interest. And especially now that 2019 is coming out, I think people are just kind of stopping playing this. And those people who are still dedicated are playing TGC tours and those type things. So, and I still haven't got back into the True Sim tour. I don't even really have time to do that yet because I don't have time to really sit down and try to play a game with like True Sim. So I'm just going to play the TGC Tour, I think, for right now and try to stay along the PGA Tour and keep doing that until they change over to 2019. I'm anxious to see what TGC Tours does because the last time we went from TGC 1 to TGC 2, they had that big time layoff where they had to change everything over. So I'm sure they're going to have to do that again. So there's going to be a big chunk of time where what's going to happen is people are going to get interested in the societies again because TGC Tours is going to be down. So until they can get it back up, people are going to really focus on those societies. So that's when I really want to try and get our society up and going, get people really interested in that so we can have that to go along with as well. Yeah, societies, though, will have longevity with the admins being in place as someone can run with. Yeah, exactly. So now you have more than one person who is able to do something, and that's what's going to be really helpful. Absolutely, Darren. All right, so we use this slope to our advantage again. Got a 13-mile-an-hour wind. It's going to push it that way anyway. It's playing, let's say, 5, 10, 15, so it's playing 187, 188. With a mile-an-hour wind, so it's actually playing about one. That sounds like the right club, actually. I'll go ahead and use that club. Should be okay. Perfect on the swing. Now it just has to be a perfect
Heading
bounce.
For the green here.
All right, we'll take that a little bit past the pin, but not too bad on the approach shot on the par 3. That should be a good birdie opportunity. And there's the birdie.
Very solid round after 9.
All right, so after 9 holes, I am 6 under par, so off to a pretty decent start here this afternoon. We've got a big wide opening landing area here with the wind behind our back for the par 5 10th, so we'll rev her up and give it all we got. Bang, right down the middle we go. Fast perfect on the swing, but that's okay. I usually hit fast perfects. Doesn't seem to bother me any, so I'm not too worried about that. I was always worried about the tempo when I went to the tour clubs back the first time, and I could never seem to get it right, but the fast perfect never has been an issue for me, so I'm just going to keep doing it. All right, so look at this nasty looking green. My goodness, Zach. You definitely know where to put the pins, though, in a nice, decent area. I can imagine where some of these pins could be, though. All right, so it's 232. Got the wind to our backs. Will a 217 get there? That is the question. I would say that it will, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a run. It is a par 5, so even if I land in the bunker, I should be okay. Fast perfect, get up. It is not going to be enough, so it's all right. We'll get the hit out of the black sand for the first time. I should put that one up in the air a little bit. All right, this is going to be nasty. Oh, that's not sand at all, is it? That's mulch. I didn't think there was black sand on the actual course. All right, so let's see. How do you hit out of mulch? It says 91 to 97. I have to flop it. Although the problem is I'm on a steep incline, so This could come out here really nasty. I don't know. We shall see. Oh, well, that came out of there a little hotter than I expected, but shouldn't be too difficult of a putt here. Let's play it left edge with a little pace. It should be okay. All right.
Nicely done for the bird.
So we'll take that after an errant shot into the mulch to a 7 under par after 10 holes.
Number 11.
Beautiful course, Zach. So if you get a chance to watch this, I know you normally do watch my shows after the fact. Beautiful course so far. Thanks for continuing to make as many courses as you do. A lot of your courses are excellent courses. We've even got Zach into playing the game quite a bit now. He gets to play with us sometimes, so really look forward to that when he has a chance to play and when he's not designing.
Sweet. Okay, about 215.
Oh, this is a longer par 4 than the last par 5 was, pretty much. So it's interesting. All right. The wind's going to push it, but it's really going to go from left to right. So I'm going to have to hit it about right there, I think. Okay. So it's playing 209. 205 club will be perfect for that. Give me for the roll, and let's hit it. Ooh, man, that really came out left. Still think it should be okay. Oh, that's a long sit. Sit. All right, way too much on that. Although there wasn't much of a landing area, so this should roll back off the bank a little bit, back towards the pin. Should be okay. Got the nice natural backstop. Oh, go in. Okay. Woo! I like that backstop there, Zach. Big time help for me after the hard push in there. And that will allow for yet another birdie. That was a tough hole. I'd say that was the toughest hole so far. What was it? It was the second hardest hole on the course. So able to birdie that. That's a feat. All right. Moves us up to 8 under par. All right. It's just one extra for the 9-mile-an-hour wind. Let's go right there on the rough. So we'll go one more. It's 208 playing 204. Will the 5-iron be enough if I knock it down? Or do I want to hit the 4 and really loft it? I don't know. With that wind, I think I might knock down a 5-iron. See what we get here. Ooh, man, that wind is really pushing it.
This one's looking
going
good.
it. Well, I played that exactly how I wanted to, right? And that's what I was always aiming to do right there. Using that slope to our advantage all day long. What a great looking shot. We will take that for sure.
Love and affection.
So the 5-iron was the right club. Just knocking it down ever so slightly to a 9 under par. All right. Hole 13, 395-yard par 4. It is the 8th hardest hole on the golf course. We'll see what the wind does here. We'll knock this up into the air. If you've just joined us in on the Twitch stream, welcome in. I'm Coaster Royalty. We're watching Course Hopping, and we are just playing some of the, I've got about 50 courses here that I have on my backlog that I want to be able to play. I'm going to try and get as many of these in as I possibly can before 2019 comes out, and people keep giving me more and more courses. Don't know that I'll get to all of them, but I will certainly try to do that. Artful Dodger says, hello, bud. Did you try my latest course, Pops Devil's Island? I do not think I have done that one yet, but Artful, I will definitely put that on my list to play. Darren, if you're still with us, have you played that one? If not, that's one that you and I could play maybe next time that we get a chance. All right, so I am playing this course fantastically. Too bad I'm not playing a TGC round today. But you know what? We'll take it because practice makes yourself even better. So really just putting balls in the right places, that's really what this game's all about. You really got to kind of focus and pay attention. All right, Darren says not one that he's seen, so definitely give it a go. So there you go, Artful. Next time that Darren and I are on, we will try and play that. I'll make sure I put that into my list and put down that Darren and I are going to play that course. All right, 142. I'm going to have a front sloping green here. So it's almost like a bowl. All right, so it's 369, pretty much playing 142 with the wind. Playing about 146 or 7. 9's not going to do it, so we're going to have to play the 155 club. Do have a natural backstop, so it won't be an issue if we're long. We'll see what the wind does. Was it enough? Club, no. All right, so we really should have knocked it down, but the slope will push that forward and not going to turn out too awfully bad. Nice. And we'll take that.
Putter out. Okay, let's see what you can do with this 7-footer.
And should be center cut. Actually, almost didn't hit it hard enough. That's my biggest thing. I forget what greens I'm playing, and I'm so used to playing on really fast greens that I sometimes, unfortunately, leave them short, and then I end up lipping out. I lipped out so many putts in this last TGC Tours, I thought I had ruined my rounds, but obviously I didn't, so that helped me out to be able to at least get the exemption to the PGA Tour. Really excited about that. First time I've pushed the ball off the tee box today. Oh. All right.
All right, we are around 190 yards out.
So it's playing 190 with a big backstop again. I do like Zach's use of the banks, because here in this instance, you might come in a little hot. You can use that backstop to your advantage. So that's a really nice effect that he's using on this course. Really like it. It's helpful to the golfer. All right, so the wind, it's playing about, so it was already playing 190 and playing, let's say 194. Is that going to be enough club though? Don't know. I'm going to knock it down a little bit. I think maybe it will be. Let's see. If we're long, we're long. We got the backstop, so that's always a plus.
Looks like this is a beauty.
Ooh, man, that went way right. Must have screwed that one up big time. Well, that's not going to be good. That's my really first poor shot of the day there. I must have really pushed that off the toe. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. So far I was even away from the... Woo, that's my first bad shot. That's going to break my birdie streak, that's for sure. Now don't check up too much. Are you going to go in? No! Nice. I have no idea. What are you going to talk about luck? I don't even... Did you see what the ball did when I hit the green? It like shot to the right. And it was like perfect. It was like a magnet going into the cup. Oh, I can't get that lucky ever again. Wow, what a round, what a round.
Got another birdie in the works here.
You really need to earn your card this week, as next week is Sawgrass. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, oh, don't give me all this pressure, man. I would love to make it, that's for sure. I've been playing a lot of really good golf, but I just don't do well on courses that have fast, firm, and then they've got the slopes that are going like this from left to right. It's irritating. All right, 168. It's playing 171 with the wind. It's playing about 165. The 8 going to be too little though. Uh-oh. This is tough because I don't know if that's going to be enough club. We'll give her a go, though.
This one's looking dialed in.
Okay, it was the right club. Now check up a little bit. All right, we'll take that shot for sure. Wasn't real sure what the wind was going to do. Darren says most of the slopes on the Quail Hollow greens are back to front. Oh, back to front. So you want to be short? Is that what you're saying? Greens are back to front.
My goodness, that was
Yeah, I wasn't paying much attention. Really rushed that putt, didn't I?
5-footer.
I don't know why I even moved it after I looked at it. That was stupid. All right.
That'll work for
Yeah. All right. So, but
I'll keep you
are a lot of the? I mean, how many pin placements have you played? I don't know if I've played Quail Hollow or not. I don't really remember, to be honest with you.
Go.
I think I have because I've tried to play as many of those courses as I can, but I might even give it a go later on today if I have some time, just to see what it's like. Yuck, did I push that one?
This is a beauty.
Woo! What are you doing? That's all right. Still out there about 298, 99, 300 yards almost. So we'll take that.
And we have about, I'd say 140-ish yards
10,
from here.
20, 30. You won't have played this one as it's the newest and best version. All right. Well, good. It'll give me something to be looking forward to then. So it's playing 149. It's playing about 156. This should be interesting. Ooh, I don't know if that's going to be enough. But here we go. We're going to give her a go. Oh my gosh, I really pulled that one.
Looking good.
What? See, this is what I did in my TGC Tour rounds. I started hitting shots left and right when I wasn't doing it for the majority of the round.
For the bird.
That was the right distance, too. Unbelievable. These are the putts I just never make, ever. 10, 20, 30.
Oh, come on, ball.
Hit that way too hard. As you can see, that is the Achilles heel to my game, is my putting.
Nicely done.
But normally I can scrape up par, so that's what worries me so much on these greens on the PGA, because they're just so
Let's let her rip.
quick and left to right. You know, you really have to be careful. We've got a 13-mile-an-hour wind. Can we make it across? The answer to that question is no. So, knock it down and hit a hybrid. Nope, hybrid's too much. So too would that be. 4-iron, okay? Yeah, 4-iron should be okay. That's better. Back to the right swing type.
It's looking good.
So Darren says he thinks the green's 175 in the Quail Hollow, so that's normal. That's about what I'm used to. At least it's not 121, right? Like your True Sim last the other day. 121. Man, you have to hit the ball like a rock. All right, 98 yards on the pitch. It's playing 98, but the wind's going to really affect this. We've got a little bank in the back, so even if it's long, we're okay. Knock it down a little bit. Boy, the wind is not doing anything to that. Get up. Wow, I thought for sure the wind would take it more to the left than that.
Yes. It's for birdie.
Nope. I thought for sure.
You can have that one.
that was going to give me more to the left when I hit it, but it didn't. Oh, Dwayne, that was a missed opportunity. Played these last few holes really, really poorly.
And that'll keep you at 11 under for the round.
One hole to go. Darren says that was ridiculous as it took all the breakout, which isn't a bad thing on TrueSim, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, I just because you have to hit it, and one time you hit it so hard, you're right, you're just hitting it right through the break, so it's like not even existent there. All right, so I haven't played the last few holes particularly well here, but I've kind of lost focus as well. I was talking to a bunch of people on the chat, and that's okay. Just wanted to give this course a shot, of course. And you know what, Zach, I really like it. It might be one of your best ones. It ends up with a par 5, so it's always nice to go into the clubhouse with a chance to make a birdie and maybe even an eagle. All right, Darren, looky here. I get the chance to even ridicule Zach a little bit. I think he has trees in the middle of the fairway, although this isn't bad because I think you can get, well, I don't know. It'll be difficult to get over these. They're palm trees, so that's one thing. At least they're not pine trees or something like that, but yeah, I've been playing so many courses where they just put in trees right in the middle of the fairway on approach shots. But all right, we'll give her a shot. So it's playing 256 up the hill. So it's playing 250. It's playing 260. We'll rise her up in the air and see what we get. Yeah. Ooh, I didn't realize there wasn't a run-up area. Oops, that's my fault. Didn't really look at that. Darren says, what are you doing, Zach? Yeah. Heavy rough. Oh, boy. All right, well, we'll go ahead and do this anyway. We'll flop it. It shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it works out just fine. Sit. Okay. That didn't help. It was fast perfect, but it's all right. Should be okay to get a birdie here. There it is. Finish up with a bird, and that will end this round at a minus 12. So really, really like that. Course challenge completed. No bogey round. We'll go ahead and give that a 5 because I really, really like that course, Zach. Favored it. And that will wrap up this round and wrap up this episode of the Course Hopping. I'm Coaster Royalty. So glad you could join us here this afternoon. If you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'd like to try and get at least 100 subscribers before the Golf Club 2019 comes out. Thank you very much, Darren. I appreciate that. It was a whole lot of fun. Hope everybody enjoyed that course. Obviously, give Z the G courses a go. Obviously, you can see they're well thought out. Layouts are great, and they always have great theming around them. So, till next time, I will be back here in just a few minutes with yet another course to play. So if you want to stick around on my channel, it will be back up in just a minute. I am going to go ahead and close off this episode so that I can get it going. But if you're sticking around, go ahead and do that. We'll be playing a new course here in just a couple minutes. And so until next time, we hope you continue to hit the ball straight and have a wonderful evening.